Hello guys, now when we know how to work with coordinates, with positions, basically let's learn how to use full movement. So we do care about pixels, we do care about length of these lines, and we do care about angles. So methods we are going to use are forward, basically push that arrow forward for number of pixels, push it backward and orient that thing right or left, because it is not enough to have like one orientation to move that arrow all over the place. Right. So let's do basically same thing from last tutorial through pure movement. So the first task is to go from here, from 0, 0 up here through full length, through number of pixels. So we don't care about coordinates. Right. Let me clear this stuff and I'm gonna just have that first turtle and yeah, so let's run this stuff and see what we're going to do. So see this 0, 0 position. Now we are going to push that thing up here through, I don't know, 200 pixels, let's say, just to see what's up. But to do that, we need to first orient it for 45 degrees. How to do that? Well, we're gonna say t.left, you know, that method, because we are going to left for 45 degrees, and now we will just get orientation. This is not movement yet. See, we have just orientation, like a mortar in Battlefield. So now we need to push that thing right here. How? We are going to use forward or FD shortcut. So let's do that. We're gonna target T and FD, and then let's push it for, let's say, 200 pixels to see what's up. Okay, we have very quick result, but this is kind of small box. So how to push that thing to 400 pixels? Well, of course, you can type 400 here, but for some reason, some people like increment stuff. So yeah, you can call this operation 2 times and you will basically have 2 steps, but the result will be same. So whatever you like, use that. I'm gonna use like 400 pixels because it's a kind of simpler. There you go. So now what we need to do is orient that thing to left for specific number of degrees. So let's do that. T dot left, obviously. So how much we must put here? Angles, like well, we're gonna have 45. That's a little bit of turn, and then we will have full turn, and that's basically 135, but result will be correct. Okay, so you see, you have orientation. And also, if you're bad with angles, just experiment a little bit. No one is forcing you to have like a perfect shape. So we're just practicing, guys. So you can have addition here, or if you are very quick with numbers, you can just type this and you will get the same result. There you go. Okay, now when we have orientation, let's push that poor thing around here. So if you remember from last tutorial, the length of the box was 300 pixels. So now we need basically, imagine here the double number, like 600 pixels. So let's do that. T.FD stands for forward for 600 pixels, and there you go, that will work. And now again we need to change orientation. So T.left, but right now we will just say 80, and again you will have orientation. Okay, now some people will say, okay, that's kind of stupid, I always need to put that like 90 degrees here. Do I need to do that? Can I just say, you know, nothing? Well, let me test that. And no, because you need to pass some kind of argument here, right? So we're talking about degrees. You cannot leave it here empty. So yeah, 90 degrees will get the job done. And then when we are done, we will say T forward, obviously, for another length, which is 600 to reach that third coordinate, like dot down there. Okay, and now you can turn left and put 90 degrees, or you can do something stupid that demands thinking. You can say turn right for another amount, like turn right for how much? For 90 degrees. Let me see. 90 degrees and 180. So let me test that I'm probably correct on this. Alright, so that will work. Now, if this is a kind of stupid, if you think that's the case, then, you know, just use turn left for 90 degrees. Turn left for 90 degrees. Whatever you like, you know, you're not pushed here to do anything. There is no code book. Use whatever you like. Right, so let's push that thing for 600 pixels. T forward for 600 pixels, and let's immediately orient that thing again to left for 90 degrees. And let me test that. Okay, that's cool. And let's just close operation here. We're gonna hit this dot. True pure movement. How to do that? Well, we're gonna say T dot forward and 600 pixels, and there you go, guys. You have full box. Right, that's cool. And let's hide this turtle like in the last tutorial. We're gonna say T dot hide. Oops, hide turtle. Let me check that. F5. Okay, that works. And what about colors for these individual lines? Can we play with that? Well, sure, let's do that. For a first pass, like from here to here, where is first pass? Here. We're gonna say t.color will be, for example, red, and of course that must be string when you use words. So let's do that, and the result will be full red sides, but we just need from here to here. So how to do that? Well, just use another color for next pass. And where is that thing? Here, I think. We're gonna say that next one will be green, and let me test that. Oh, there you go, everything works. And let me change another colors, like where I was, I'm totally lost. FD and left. Oh, right. So here we're gonna say, I don't know, black, and then here we're gonna say navy, for example. And yeah, let me check the result. Okay, I have a little bit of error here, so I need to correct that. Where is that thing? Okay, right here. So now let me think, magenta or something. Is that a color? I think it is. Right, so now we will have that color separation with lines. Of course, I need to run example, because otherwise you will not see results. Oh, right, so that works. Now, how easily fulfill that thing with a specific color? Well, just here say t dot what was it, begin fill, and down there we are going to close that thing with t dot end fill. So let me test that result. And there you go, guys. The last color that is used for lines will be used to fulfill that box. So yeah, this is kind of dirty and there are a lot of colors here. So I'm gonna just, you know, delete this stuff. It's just too much colors on the screen. Right, so last one is a navy, and I'm gonna delete that first one to see will that last one will work. It will. Okay, and there you go, guys. Now make a difference between color for a line that is black now by default because we don't have it here, and between that and between color of that space that we have created, you know. So that's a difference. And of course a little bit later we're gonna learn how to work with colors and shapes and sizes and stuff like that, but this is just too much colors if you ask me. Now there is yet another thing I want to talk about, and it is a backward like movement. So when you say t dot forward 100 or 200, that will obviously work, but when you say t backward for 200, you will basically go to beginning with arrow. T dot BK, because that stands for backward, and then if you say 200, you will be at the start again. There you go. And of course you can go more backward, like you can say 400 here, and then you will basically go to minus if you think in terms of coordinate system. And there you go now. Now here's a funny thing. You can use negative numbers to change directions. Check this out. If you say BK 400 but with a minus, then basically you will go in opposite direction from backward. You will go forward basically. So check this out. There you go. Basically you have you are totally somewhere out of screen because I use something here. So let me just delete this, and now this back will basically become forward for 400s because we are negating back orientation. I mean length of that line. See, there you go. It's kind of weird, you know. I mean, it's obvious and it's logical, but some people may find that thing confusing. Anyway, very simple experiment. So if you don't like negative numbers, the negative lines, then fine, just use like a normal forward and backward and right and left. Okay guys, that's pretty much it in this tutorial. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about in the next one, but probably it will be funny. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you next one.